Okay, so now I'm going to be talking about how the quotes from Handmaid's Tale and the quotes I've chosen from Rupi Kaur's poem, how they connect. So to start, the first quote that I chose from Handmaid's Tale, where Offred states, he could fake the test, report me for infertility, um, and send me to the colonies to be an unwoman. It connects to the first quote from Rupi's poem, where she says, I want to apologize for all the women I've called beautiful before I've called them intelligent or brave. So Rupi states that women are recognized for their beauty and what they're inherently born with, rather than their distinct characteristics and personality. And that's exactly what's happening in this quote here. It tells you the value that's placed on women, which is solely on having a child, rather than looking at them from more a humanitarian standpoint, where you recognize them as a human rather than this vessel. So they're only being valued for their body, which is basically what Rupi said in that first quote there. So the second quote that I've chosen from Handmaid's Tale is where Aunt Lydia talks about how the women are lazy and they're sluts if they don't have children. So conversely, thinking about this, she's saying if you have a child, there's something to be proud of. You're not a lazy woman. So that directly connects to the second quote from Rupi's poem, where she says, excuse me, I'm sorry I made it sound as though something as simple as what you're born with is all you have to be proud of. So, Rupi's opposing this ideology, but while Aunt Lydia is actually pushing it. So the idea that all you have to be proud of is your body, and Lydia's pushing that. You're not going to be a lazy woman if you have a child. Um, and yeah, so the next quote that I've chosen, where Offred states, she's near the door to her room where she called hers. Um, there wasn't a distinct quote that I wanted to relate this to, just sort of to the whole message of Rupi's poem. She Offred's unable to call anything hers. She has no property, and it just tells you, they have such little respect for women. And talking, and looking at Rupi's poem, where she talks about how women are objectified and how little respect there is placed on women and their inner beauty. I sort of found this connection through that. Just talking to how women are respected and viewed. The next quote that I chosen from The Handmaid's Tale was when Offred looks in the mirror and she says that she doesn't like looking at her naked body because she doesn't like looking at things that determine her so completely. So this connected to the third quote, um, where Ruby states, from now on, I'll say things like you're resilient or extraordinary, not because I don't think you're beautiful, but because I think you're more than that. So Ruby saying you're more than just this outer shell, um, which Offred is something that she's struggling accepting right now because she knows that she's worth more than that.